First off, Kalalal, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out here pushing this word in all sincerity and all truth. Alright, this lesson is going to be based upon a discourse that we had at camp, yesterday evening. The fact that the kingdoms that rule upon the earth are ordained by Yahweh, Yahushai, and their days are numbered, right? Everything is measured, right, and in order. Right, so right now the so-called white man, Esau, is ruling. This is the second level of the Roman Empire, right? And his time, right, is about to expire, right? Matter of fact, his time is expiring right now, right? With the fact that our people have woken up, we're in the highways and the byways teaching this truth, leading our people back to their true nationality, repenting, calling on the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, pretty much returning unto our power and entering back into a covenant with the Heavenly Father, right, through grace and mercy, right, that we have received through Yahushai, right. So the point is, that the so-called white man's kingdom is numbered. His days are numbered upon the earth, right, and he will not be able to go past it, right. Now we're declaring, we're prophesying his end, right. So let's just get into a few precepts, to hopefully edify the elect through the Spirit. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 36. It says, "And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer, and said, Even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he hath weighed the world in the balance." Right, everything is weighed out, right? How much iniquity, this world is allowed to commit, how much idolatry they are allowed to commit, right? How long each empire is allowed to rule, right? All these different things are numbered. The Heavenly Father has ordered all things through wisdom. The scripture tells you that, right? Wisdom orders all things, right? So he has weighed the world in the balance, right? It says, "By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled." Right? And right now the so-called white man's kingdom is fulfilled, right? His time is up, right? But no kingdom can fall unless their time is up, right? It's not about the will of man, right? It's not about your opinion, your feelings, and about how powerful this kingdom is versus the other one. No, it's about who the Lord deems, right? Not even worthy, whom the Lord deems, right? To be ready to take the kingdom, right? And we're going to show who's going to take the kingdom next. That's how we're going to go through a few more precepts. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, right? And I'll start at verse 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?" Right? And he said unto me, "From Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." Right? So right now, right, Esau is ruling, right? And Esau is about to be taken down. He's the end of this present age, right? The natural age, right? The age of weakness, right? But the age of light, right, is about to begin, right? And Jacob is the beginning of that. Jacob is the only nation that's going to rule in the kingdom of heaven, right? There will be no end to the rulership of the saints, right? It says the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand, right? Other question Ezra asked or not. So right now, right, Esau's being pulled down, right? That's what we represent out there on the highways and the byways. Our people standing up in great boldness, right? Telling the so-called white man that, hey, your time is up, right? That the Heavenly Father, right, through his son Yahushua, going to come back and take the kingdom, right? And the saints of the Most High shall possess it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. I'll start verse 1. He answered me and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in self, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will be given to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt see, there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so also the times of the highest have plain beginnings, and in wonders and powerful works, and endings in signs and effects." Right? So you use these prophecies to measure the time. Right? We see earthquakes happening all over the world, yo. And we see uproars, especially recently, yo, right? All across the globe, right? From North America to Central to South, all the way over to Europe to Asia, right? Eastern Europe, everywhere, right? And in every continent, you have people who are writing against the government, yo. There were car bombs set off in Bolivia, killing 3 people, yo, in front of a police station, yo. That's how far it's gone. There's martial law declared in Colombia and I believe in Bolivia as well, yo. Right? So these things are what? These things are a mark, right, to show, they're signs and effects to show that what? His time is up, yo. Right? The so-called white man's time is up. Esau's time is up, yo. Job 14 and verse 4, who can bring an unclean thing out of a, who can bring a clean thing, Salakia, out of an unclean? Not one, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bones that he cannot pass. Right? There is no way that a so-called white man can outlive the prophecies that are set before, right? Right? The scripture tells us that the Heavenly Father set the boundaries of the waves that they cannot pass. How much less, is the so-called white man, right? Moving on, this is an example from Daniel chapter 5 verse 24, right? When the Babylonian Empire was going to be taken down. Daniel 5 verse 24, it says, then was part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written. And this is the writing that was written, Mene, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene, God hath numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and are found wanting. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes. So the point was what? The point was the fact that the Heavenly Father had numbered, right, Babylon, yo, right, the Babylonian Empire, and said that, it's time for them to go down now, right? It's given to the Medes and the Persians, right? And so the Medes and the Persians ruled for a few hundred years until who? Alexander the Great, which received prophecies, yo, by the hand of a high priest, I believe the high priest Jaddua, right? He traveled to Jerusalem, met high priest Jaddua, and the high priest Jaddua showed him the prophecies that he would be the one to take down the Persian and the Medes, yo, right? A matter of fact, even before he went to Jaddua, the high priest, he had dreams, of meeting the high priest, yo. Right? So all these different things were purposed by the Heavenly Father to happen. Each kingdom ruled for a specific amount of time, right? And then the Heavenly Father brought down that kingdom and raised up another. Right? Matter of fact, let's get the next precept, Daniel 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basest of men. Right now, the basest of men, right, are ruling, right, which are the Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, aka the pure-blooded Caucasian, the cave dweller, the Neanderthal, right, however you want to describe him, right? But who's next? Who will next rule, yo? Right? This is Daniel 7, and I'll start at verse 16. I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings which shall rise out of the earth. Right? So we're talking about the Babylonian Empire, the Persians and the Medes, right? The Greeks and the Romans, right? Which you know in the last leg of the Roman Empire. Right? But it says, but after that the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom even forever, right? Forever, even forever and ever, yo. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which we're living in the end of the fourth beast right now, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which represent their military strength, yo. That the Roman military was one of the most skillful and powerful military, right, on the earth. And right now, right, the successor to that, right, which is pretty much NATO, right, is one of the most feared military right now. Right, NATO is one of the reasons why the USSR had to break up, yo, and why Russia is cautious, about pushing military dominance in the world, right? So NATO represents their strength, yo, their teeth of iron, their nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, one of them, and of the other one came up, and before whom 3 fell. Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. So that's pretty much going into something different, right? But the point is that each beast, each kingdom, each empire had a specific amount of time to rule. And right now, the saints of the Heavenly Father, right, are gonna take the kingdom, and they're gonna rule forever, right? There will not be an end to that kingdom. That kingdom is not numbered, yo. Right? So that's pretty much what I wanted to bring out. Right? Hopefully this was edifying. Kalal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, for giving me the spirit to this lesson. Shalom.